This is the Mexico Revealed podcast.
Welcome to the Mexico Revealed podcast. This is episode 2.
Woohoo! We're on fire.
We're on fire.
Okay. We're the McDonough family.
What are we talking about today?
I'm the dad, Scott.
I'm the mom, Marianne.
I'm the oldest child, Melissa. I'm Caroline.
And I'm the coolest. I'm Sam.
Caroline, you didn't say you're the exact middle child.
I didn't need to.
Our audience is already familiar with you. They already know Caroline. Very nice.
Yeah. Middle children can understand.
Exactly. Hey, I'm a middle child too. Not exact middle child, but in the middle.
And I'm a middle child.
Yeah.
Not
Also.
exact.
Right. Sam and I are just...
You guys are the outliers, but that's okay. We still like you. So anyway, we're talking today for episode 2. We thought we would give an update on what it's like to travel to Mexico right now, right? Because Melissa was just down there. How long ago? Was that 3 weeks ago? 4 weeks? What was it?
Yeah, a couple weeks. Maybe.
Okay.
Like 3 weeks, maybe.
So you were just down in Puerto Vallarta, right?
Yeah.
And I just was down in Mexico City. I was actually down there for work, but traveled down there, and I just got back last week. So what's it like? Melissa, you were just down there. Tell us about it. How was it traveling down? They've got coronavirus stuff going on, having to get tests, all that sort of thing. What was it like?
Yeah, so the nice thing about going to Mexico right now is you don't have to get coronavirus tested to go there, but you do have to get tested to come back. So when we were booking the hotel, it was for vacationing, and we made sure that the hotel that we were going to stay at offered like free coronavirus tests so that we wouldn't have to like go to a hospital or clinic to get that done before we came back. So it just made it kind of easier.
Mm-hmm.
So did you have to set an appointment at the hotel, or you just show up, or what?
Yeah, so when we got there, when we checked in, they said that we should go make an appointment at the concierge then and there, because I guess it fills up pretty quickly. So, and when we were waiting in line to like schedule our appointment, there was this lady in front of us who had barely checked in, but they were leaving, they were staying in Puerto Vallarta for 3 days, and they had already booked up all of the appointments. So the concierge was suggesting like, oh, there's a little pharmacy clinic a little bit of ways, you can go try to get one there. But I guess my advice would be, if you're going to Mexico, book your coronavirus test way in advance so that you can make sure that you get that done.
What was the name of the
hotel?
What did you say, Caroline?
What was the name of the hotel?
We
stayed at the Marriott. I think it was like Resort and Spa or something.
Yeah, it's by the marina, right?
Yeah, and it's really close to the airport, which was nice. It's a short Uber drive, and it was close to the marina. We ate there a couple times. Maybe we can do another in-depth podcast episode about Puerto Vallarta one day. But it was fun.
Good plug for the Marriott. We used to have an Amerimed hospital in Puerto Vallarta, but we sold it. So otherwise I could have sent you over there, but sounds like everything worked out.
Work, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
So you have to have it within like 72 hours of your flight, though, right? It's not like you can just, I'm going to have a coronavirus test and leave in 3 weeks.
Right. Yeah, I think it is 72 hours. So we're going to leave on a Sunday, and we got ours done on a Friday. So that way we would have enough time to get our results back too. Mm-hmm. And we passed. So we didn't have to quarantine in Mexico, which was fortunate. But
And then you took a paper with you?
Yeah, they gave us a paper, and we had to like upload it to the airline website, I think. But then they didn't really check for it, honestly. When we got to the airport, we went through security, and then when we were at the gate leaving 5 minutes before we boarded, they looked at it briefly. And so.
But you had uploaded it to the website, the airline?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Which airline were you on?
We flew on Delta.
Okay. And was it pretty easy? Did you use the app, or did you go onto the website on the computer, or how did you do that?
I think we used the app. Yeah. Okay. Just from our phones.
Yeah. So in my case, I went to Mexico City, so same thing. I had to get the test, and in my case, I went to the ABC hospital to get it. The original ABC hospital in Observatorio, no, not the new Santa Fe hospital. Great hospital. I did have to pay, so I didn't have a free, I was staying in an Airbnb there, so I wasn't in a hotel that was offering free tests or whatever. But so I did have to pay. It was about, I think in dollar terms, is about $40. So not cheap, but it was very convenient. I didn't have to have an appointment. They have like an entryway kind of in the back of the hospital, past the cancer center. You kind of go through the back way, and you can just walk in, and it was not very busy at all. In fact, I think there's only one other person there when I was there, and I just paid, and then in 5 minutes they had me in and did the test, and then they sent me by email my results within an hour. And then I had it, so they sent me the results in a PDF, and then I just uploaded that PDF. I was flying on United, so I just uploaded that PDF to the United. I think I just did it online, the website, and then they approved it, and then I was done. So I took a paper copy with me to the airport, but nobody asked me for it, or there was no need. So once I just uploaded the thing, I was approved, and it was good to go. So yeah, overall it was very easy. Did it cost a little bit of money? I did have to go to the hospital and get it done, but it was very convenient there. And
$40 is a pretty good price. I've heard of some other places in Mexico, it's like 150, 200 US dollars to get a test done.
For the test. Yeah. Wow, that's kind of expensive.
Yeah,
and we're talking the stick the thing up your nose test, right?
Yep.
Right, yeah.
How long can it be?
Long stick.
Yeah.
To make you cry. I mean, your eyes water, right?
Yeah.
I've only done the small stick.
The small stick. Sam's never had a COVID test?
Nope.
Okay. Well, you're not living, Sam.
I don't want to get a COVID test.
Yeah, that was
From what I've heard, it sounds like it's painful.
Yeah, that was the first
the long
time
one is.
that I got the long,
The long one.
Yeah.
No.
It's not painful. It's maybe, I would say it's a little uncomfortable, right? The sensation of that thing going in there, but
it's hard not to push your head back as they're doing it, because you want that thing out.
Yeah. Okay, well that's good. Yeah, so in my case, I guess as long as you don't test positive, it's pretty easy, and there's not a big deal. I mean, it's kind of a pain that you have to get a test. I mean, even as U.S. citizens to come back into the U.S., but that's the way the rules are. And so as long as you don't test positive, then I think it's fine. Did they have, at the Marriott, did they have any sort of package or plan in the event that you did test positive while you were there? Did they say anything about that, Melissa?
They didn't say anything, but I think when we were booking it, we saw something that it was like 50% off or something for 10 days if you test positive. I know that a bunch of resorts have different like policies on what they do, but you just need to look at like if they do the testing and what happens in the case if you do test positive. So
I guess some people may want to test positive.
Yes.
50% off for an extra 10 days.
They don't
All your work.
Oops.
So sorry. I can't come. It's all canceled. I'm
Hey,
staying
cough on
home.
me, cough on me.
Yeah.
Some of them are even like
I'm stuck.
pre-quarantine, so depends on the hotel.
Yeah. Sorry, can't come back. Stuck for 10 more days in Puerto Vallarta. So, all right. Well, how
You can't
about
go
what?
to the beach though. You're stuck in your room.
Oh, do they make you stay in your room though? Yeah, I guess
Yeah, you
that's
probably
that
can't
would
go
be
to
Room
the
Room
service,
service.
maybe?
room service.
Still
How about-
luxurious.
How about in-room massage? Is that included? Is that
Probably not.
all right?
They come in like a hazmat suit,
That-
ready to go.
The gloves.
yeah, that would be awesome. Like those rubber
Oh.
gloves. So
Yeah.
Another thing that you have to do when going there and leaving there is in the airport, when you're like going through customs, they make you take this like online phone survey.
oh yeah.
And so you got to like be really quick to scan the
yes.
QR code and do it so that you can get a good line in customs.
We did that,
Oh.
didn't we?
Yes.
Yeah.
I've done that before. I remember.
Yeah. You know what? I
Yeah.
think this last trip, I don't think I did it, and I don't think they asked me for it.
Oh,
Maybe
that's
it's
fun.
just the beach areas, like
Maybe.
Cancun. Because remember, in Cancun, half the people they get up to go through the security line, and the lady's like, "Nope, nope, you don't have it on your phone."
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
all panicked. So make
Yeah,
sure you
so
take
maybe-
time to do that at the airport.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. In my case, it wasn't very busy, and so, but yeah, it's probably best to get that thing done ahead of time so you don't get delayed at all.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then what about, were people wearing masks? Was that required? What was that like, Melissa?
In the airport, masks are required. Outside the airport, in our hotel lobby, they were required. But our hotel, the Marriott, it's pretty like open air. There aren't
Mhm, mhm.
walls.
Mhm.
So in the lobby, masks were required. But outside of the lobby, you didn't have to wear a mask. You didn't have to wear a mask at the beach or the bar, pool, bar. And in restaurants, you would have to wear a mask to sit down, but then you just take it off.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Okay.
pretty standard.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll make just one other item on coronavirus while we're talking about it and traveling there. There's a website actually that the Mexican government maintains. And the website address for that is coronavirus.gob, as in boy, .mx/ what?
G.O.B. Like Joe
G-
from Arrested Development?
GOB. Yeah, like, because in Mexico, you know how in the US it's GOV when it's a government thing for government.
Took me a second
Yeah.
to...
So
Gobierno.
gobierno, everybody,
Yeah,
right?
that
In
word.
Mexico, it's with a B as in boy. All right?
Eee.
Yeah. So
Is the website in English though?
no, it's not. But you don't need to be able to speak Spanish to look at this because it's a map. So that's why I was pointing this out. It's a map. So again, it's coronavirus.gob as in boy .mx/semaforo, which is spelled SEMAFORO. And semaforo is stoplight in Spanish. And so Mexico has this stoplight system to tell you what the risks are by state. So Mexico is similar to the US in that it has like 33 states.
Fun fact.
Yeah, instead of we have 50 or 32 states, I guess.
It's
we have
32,
50.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have 50. You guys went to school there, so you should know these things.
I used
But
to know all
Just a
the
while
states
ago.
and the capitals.
yeah,
But yeah.
and the Mexican national anthem, right?
Yeah,
So-
they can sing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to know it
Yeah.
better than all the American states and
Yeah.
Mhm.
stuff.
At our school, they taught us the Mexican national anthem, the American national anthem, and the British national anthem.
That's right.
So,
Wait,
Yeah.
really?
because you had
yeah.
the British influence. So God save the Queen. So anyway,
Yeah.
this website, coronavirus.gov.mx/semáforo is the stoplight system. So Mexico has basically risk levels and the stoplights are red, orange, yellow, and green. And red, of course, being the worst, lots of restrictions, green being the best, minimal restrictions, and hopefully that means the close to not having any restrictions. And so you can look at that, and there's a map. So again, you don't need to know Spanish. You can just look at the map and the colors, and if you know where you're traveling, you can see where or what status the state is where you're traveling. The website right now is updated through Sunday, and as it currently stands, there are half of the states, 16 of the states are in green, which is great news, including Jalisco, Melissa, where Puerto Vallarta is in green. Although the funny thing is Nayarit, which is right on the other side of the airport, is in yellow. So if you go north from the airport, you're in yellow. If you go south of the airport, you're in green, basically.
Well, we went south of the airport. So.
All right. So you would be in green.
Good choice.
Yeah. And then 15 of the states are in yellow, and then there's one in orange, which means higher risk. And sadly, the one that's in orange right now is Quintana Roo, which is where Cancun and Playa del Carmen is. So I think
Tulum, Akumal.
yes. So the whole Riviera Maya is the only state right now that's in orange, the higher risk category. So I think in that area, so Cancun and Playa del Carmen, all those places, I think currently bars are not open, nightclubs are not open. So if you're wanting the nightlife, you might run into challenges in the Riviera right now because it's in orange.
It's to keep all the tourists in check so they don't go crazy.
Yeah, it's on purpose, right? It's a plan.
People behave.
Yeah, although
But
I think
it's
they'd
still
rather
really
have
The
fun.
you go
tourists
out.
probably caused it to go into the orange.
Maybe.
Maybe. I think they want you to. I think they prefer that you go out and get drunk and spend all your money. That would be I think what they would like. But yeah, it's the only one in orange right now. So I was just looking at the news today. Mexico City is in yellow as we speak right now. And Mexico City has kind of been the slowest in opening back up and lifting restrictions and things like that because it's a more dense urban area. Yeah, huge city. So probably more risk because of that. But it recently went to yellow, which was good. And then I just saw in the news today that on Monday, so that would be June 7th, Mexico City is going to green.
Yay.
So
nice.
yeah, it's good news. And so I haven't seen, and the state of Mexico is going to green as well as Estado de Mexico, right? So the whole Mexico City metropolitan area is turning green. So
what does that mean? Does that mean
so that just means lifting further
or...
restriction? I don't know. I think there's still some restrictions even though it's going to green, but they're reopening the schools.
What about museums like the Anthropology Museum?
I don't know. I mean, I haven't seen specific news on some of these, so I'll take a look at that. But it does say that movie theaters can be open at half capacity, I think, and restaurants and shopping centers and sporting events, theaters.
Green is half capacity because then what? Orange.
Less. I don't know specifically what it was, but yeah, slowly opening back up.
I think I saw one of my friends from Mexico went to the Anthropology Museum recently.
Okay.
So
yay.
Hopefully that will be open.
No, I think it's definitely good news. So things should definitely be opening back up. I don't know. At this point, everything is not fully open with full roller shoot. I did see another news item where one of the Mexican government officials was saying that by September, they're hoping to have eliminated all restrictions in Mexico, in the whole country, with the vaccine being continuing to be spread throughout the population and that sort of thing. So that's their plan, is to by September not have any more restrictions and have the schools fully open and everything. So, but a lot of them are going to green. So things are improving in terms of both the spread of the virus and the restrictions on activities. So I think that's all very good news. And hopefully we won't have to go too much longer with having to get the coronavirus test to come back to the U.S. That would be good as well. But anyway, positive news on that front, I think. So anyways, you can look
Hey,
at that.
Sam. Sam's pretty quiet. Let's get Sam to say something.
Whoa. Spotlight. That was. I felt
What do you
that
think,
tension.
Sam?
I got. I don't know. Yeah, check
I'll
out the
tell you, my
website.
leg is asleep
Check out
right
the
now. It really is hurting a little bit.
Then change
Karen and I are
positions.
just
I
chilling.
did.
We're just
I
sitting
did.
here.
Yeah, we need to get you back down to Mexico.
Yeah,
It'll be
even
fun.
though there's still some restrictions and they're lifting slowly, Mexico is like the best place to vacation. So don't let it discourage you.
Yeah, I think it's one of the few places in the world right now where Americans can travel without restriction, right? There's no restriction on Americans entering into Mexico. There's no need for tests or anything like that. So it is very convenient from that standpoint. So,
And it's close.
yeah, and it's very close. It's been, I would say, usually Mexico is relatively inexpensive, but I think it's gotten a little bit more expensive right now because flights are still coming back and there's a lot of people traveling. A lot of people from Mexico are traveling to the US for vaccines. So it's kind of interesting because there's an abundance of vaccines in the US and limited numbers in Mexico, you're seeing large numbers of Mexicans traveling to the US for their vaccine. It's medical tourism in reverse. So kind of an interesting dynamic. But yeah, so I'm glad you had a good time, Melissa. So maybe just to kind of conclude our podcast, tell us a little bit more about your experience in Puerto Vallarta. You enjoyed the hotel. How was it?
Yeah, it was great. We got an ocean view room and the pool was really nice. It was kind of heated, so but it wasn't too hot, so it was perfect temperature. And the beach that we were at didn't have as many waves, so I'm an ocean girl, like we talked about in our last episode, the 5 greatest
Ocean girl.
beaches in Mexico. I like swimming and playing in the ocean. So there could have been a couple more waves for my liking, but it was a great beach. Not that many people. It wasn't that rocky. No. It's not the super white fine sand in like Cancun, but it's still really great sand. The beach was really wide where we stayed at, so there weren't that many people and it was really pretty. And then we explored the town. We went to the Malecon. Yeah, I think that's what it's called.
Yeah. What's
their
that?
like boardwalk. It's their boardwalk in the city. And then down there you can go look at their cathedral as well with the crown on it. It's really pretty. And there's a bunch of markets down there too with authentic Mexican huaraches and pottery, ceramics, and t-shirts. And then
You did some
one
shopping?
night, yeah, I did some shopping, got some new huaraches because my
Nice.
other ones got stretched out. And then one night we did this fun excursion and it was really cool. It was with Vallarta Adventures, which is like their tourist guide thing.
And you found them through the hotel or what?
We found them through a recommendation from a friend.
Nice.
And they said it was the best part of their vacation. And so what it is you take this boat, you go to this little beach, secluded resort beach.
Is it across the bay? You take the boat across the bay?
Yeah, it's across the bay. It used to be like some actress's house or something, vacation home.
Elizabeth Taylor, right?
Yeah, I think
Ooh,
so. Yeah.
The
How
night,
can you not know that?
the
I'm
night of the
sorry, I
iguana.
forgot who it was.
The night of the iguana.
Okay.
That's what they
Yes.
filmed there. Elizabeth Taylor and Richard Burton. I think it was
We're
Richard
gonna
Burton.
have to watch it tonight.
I think it was
Yeah.
Richard Burton, Elizabeth Taylor, Night of the Iguana, And then they like
Exactly.
were in the movie together and they became a couple, something like that. I'm guessing
Yeah.
that's it, but go ahead.
Yeah, if you want a taste of what it's like, go watch that movie. So yeah, it was really cool. They have like candles
You know what other
everywhere.
movie was filmed in Puerto Vallarta and I went to see where they filmed it? I'm sorry, Melissa, I'm interrupting.
No, go ahead. What was it?
Predator
Ooh.
with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Also filmed in Puerto Vallarta.
I did a little.
The original or the new one?
Yeah, I don't think
The
I've
Has Sam
original.
seen that? Have you seen that,
No,
Sam?
I haven't seen it. I know what it is though.
It's not that bad. It's just, blood and
Yeah.
guts. But
Oh. Not that bad.
it's Arnold Schwarzenegger, and
I'll be back.
It is pretty
Exactly.
intense.
and
I've
that was also filmed there. And I had some little tour of the Predator area or whatever. So anyway,
Ooh.
there's another movie tours in Puerto Vallarta. But anyway, so you went to this place, Melissa.
You wouldn't watch that movie to just like get a tour of the place though.
Yeah,
oh God. Ooh.
That
Yeah,
could be
but,
Oh, look at
know,
the
it's
scenery
an-
though.
It's lots of people getting killed and shot by some alien in a very beautiful setting.
Great contrast.
If you're gonna die, you might as well die in a beautiful tropical paradise. So
Famous last words.
yes.
Okay,
So you went to this
anyways,
place, Melissa. Yes.
So we went to this place. We can probably insert some pictures or put them in the additional comments. Or
Yes.
whatever.
Absolutely. Bonus content. Yes.
Yeah, bonus content.
Definitely bonus content material.
Yeah, you pulled up and it's like you're walking onto the set of Survivor, because it's just this really secluded tropical place.
Do they have tiki torches?
Yeah, tiki
Oh,
torches,
yes.
candles.
And the boat takes off and you're stuck.
Yeah, the boat takes off and you're stuck with 100 people on this remote place. And you walk along the path. They have some like perform like a little band, some people.
Mhm.
And then you walk and then you eventually find a table, like a buffet. And we found a table that was like right on the cliff hang off ocean. It was really, really pretty. And then they feed you really good, yummy buffet Mexican food. And then you walk to the show, and it's like dinner and a show, kind of like Polynesian Cultural Center in Hawaii vibe, if you've seen that before. It was like Mexican culture. There wasn't much of like a storyline that I could tell, but it was really cool, different scenes of they had they had like a Dia de los Muertos skeleton scene and acrobatics, and it was really cool. And then we walked out back onto the boats, and then you would look back and the whole island view was like lights and candles. It was really cool.
Nice.
So
Very
nice. Look for the bonus content. There will be some pictures.
Did they do the deer dance? You remember that? The deer dance with like the rattle things on the legs, and he has the deer, and it's like the deer gets shot by the arrow and he dies. Do you remember that?
I don't think we did that.
It's like a folk dance.
We don't know what you're talking about.
No, I think I know what you're talking
This.
about.
It sounds cool.
Sam's doing it right there. You learned it
if you're
Altos.
listening, if you're an audio listener, check us out on YouTube for the bonus content, video content.
Or
If
maybe
you dare.
Yeah, maybe don't check us out on YouTube on this.
Oh yeah, or that.
Oh, Dad's using the reverse psychology right there. I see what you're doing, Dad.
Oh, but you can double bluff too. You should check us out.
Okay. Maybe you should. All right. It's a mystery. So that sounds great, Melissa. So then going back, you had all the lights and everything. So that was about how long was the total trip?
Probably like 4 hours maybe. With including the boat ride over.
Yeah.
Pretty long boat ride across the bay. So
yeah, it's a pretty big bay.
Yeah, it was fun though. Highly recommend it. I think it was called like Rhythms of the Night or something.
Okay. Very nice. Well, Puerto
Saw
Vallarta
it.
is a beautiful place. The mountains, was it pretty green?
Yes, very green. There were some fires on the mountains when we were flying in, though. So the first couple days, it was kind of foggy, with
Oh,
some
yeah?
smog from the fires. But
Hmm.
towards the end, it cleared up, and it was really green and pretty.
Nice.
Just
And you
because it's dry, or why are there fires?
Yeah, I
Oh,
think
from the
just-
dry season, right?
Yeah.
Because it's the end of the dry season. Now
Maybe.
they're into wet season.
Yeah,
yeah,
just
maybe.
dryness.
Maybe they're just burning stuff.
Casually.
I don't know. Our Uber driver said they hadn't had rain in a while, so
Oh, really?
yeah.
Okay.
Maybe they were filming
Also,
the Predator movie.
another thing, maybe.
Really? Maybe.
Uber is the way to get around down there. It's really, really cheap and easy.
What, did you have to wait long when you called for an Uber car?
When we were gonna do one getting picked up from the airport, but then we just took a taxi, and that one was gonna be a long time. But then after that, it wasn't that long. It was like a couple minutes.
That's pretty convenient.
Yeah.
Good. So overall, you recommend Puerto Vallarta, huh? You had a good time?
Yes, because that was my
Recommend
favorite
it.
beach from the last
Yeah.
time.
Oh,
Now I want
That's
to go
right.
on Rhythms of the Night. That
Mom-
sounds really fun.
Yeah.
Mom feels victorious. Yes. There we go. That is great. Good. Well, that's great, Melissa. I'm glad you had a good time, and there are some inconveniences to traveling right now, but it's doable, and we've both done it, and we'll be heading back down there again soon. So yeah, Mexico is open for business, right?
Yep. Open
Great.
for business.
All right. Well, good. Well, that's I think that concludes our episode 2 of our Mexico Revealed podcast. Be sure to go visit our website, mexicorevealed.com, for bonus content. Right, everybody? We'll be putting some bonus content on there. And there's links there as well to the various platforms where you can listen to our podcast on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, and now finally this week we're on Apple Podcasts. So we're on all those platforms, or you can listen to us right on the website. But be sure to check it out, and be sure to give us your email so that you can get on our list, so that we'll let you know when our next episode comes out. But thanks again for tuning in. All right.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Adios.